Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today as I make these awesome little dragon egg ornaments. We're going to make a few different variations of them. We're going to start with some balloons and our paper mache stuff that we've made before. I will share a link in the description of how we've made it. And then we're going to just start with this one. We're going to carve out a little dragon eye spot where the eye can poke through. So we're going to make a few different variations of this. We're going to do some ones with eyes. We're going to do one with a baby coming out of it. Tails. Whatever you want to do. I'm making a few different ones here to show you today. And you can make the little opening as big as small as you want. It's your imagination. Do what you want with it. And you can, I like to leave some of these with some thick texture on it as well. It's just more fun to paint it up later. So now we're starting with some polymer clay with our dragon eye here. And for the eyeball, this is an eye I've made previously with resin and polymer clay as well. And we're just going to make some eyelids and add some texture to it, however you want your dragon eye to look. I find by adding some texture to your eyelids, it gives it a little bit more of a realistic look. Add an extra layer of that too. Just again, just helps it makes it pop a little bit. And this is another one we're going to do in another way, just to get some different variations. The great thing about making dragons is you can make them look like however you want them to look, and you're not wrong. And this is just a fun way to add some little spikes. You just use some scissors and cut through, not all the way through, just partially through, and you get some little spikes that you can add. I like doing this for tails sometimes, or for on top of the eye. And then I just put it on these little metal dishes I had just to give them the curve, or on the glass pot. I use that for those ones, just to give it a nice curve. So when you bake it, it's already got that same curve as your balloon, so it's easier to form to the balloons. And then you can see with the tails, I did the same thing. Just give it whatever design you want, whatever textures. This one I used a straw that I cut the tip, and I cut the corner off so it gives you kind of a scale look when you use it. I use that a lot when I do dragons. And our eggs are now dry and ready. So we are going to remove our balloons. It's always a fun part. And you see you've got your hollow balloon now, your hollow shell. That's one we have for the opening at the top. So we're going to start our little baby dragon here. I have other videos showing better detail of how to make a baby dragon if you want to go back and watch those. This is kind of a quick shortened form. Again, I've made the eyes and the horns previously from resin. And we're going to add our little metal doodad, I don't know what you call it, to add, so he can hang from a tree. That's like an easier way to hang this ornament. Add it right to our baby dragon. And now we're just carving out some claws for him. Give him a little manicure. Sorry, I was trying to get a good view of that for you, but I get working and I forget what I'm doing sometimes. Okay, a lot of the time, sorry. Add some little detail to our little baby here. It's turned out pretty cute, like this little dude. Some snowflakes for him. Again, sorry for the camera angle, everybody. Texture, texture, texture. Oh, isn't he cute? Now we're just going to cut the top off. Well, I will say just cut the top off. It's harder than, well, for me it's hard. I'm a wimp, but this stuff is pretty hard actually when it dries up. Which is good. This is what we want. And this one had an extra little hole actually by accident, so I made a little foot that I had added there. This one here, I covered the whole thing just with polymer clay, some marble called polymer clay I had. The front or the belly of it, I guess we can call it, is a polymer cane that I had attempted to make, my first one ever. It did not turn out so well, so we're using it on here. He looks good for the belly, I figured. Just match it up so it's the same as the other side. And now we're just going to cover the top with some white polymer clay, make it look like snow. So we're just going to roll that all down, make your rolls so it looks like the snow is sliding down kind of. And that just helped attach our top to the base of the egg again. And then we can add our little doodad again. And then I went in after it was baked and I went over some metallic paint and I used that glitter paint. I only used it on this one. I ended up not using it on the others. It's extreme glitter and I find it actually made it look dirty almost, so I didn't use that one again. And this one, decided to make my egg red on this one. And the dragon, I used the Color Shift Black by Folk Art paint. A lot of these are the Color Shift paints. I use those ones a lot in my videos. You'll see I like those paints a lot. I like my metallics and stuff, and those Color Shift ones are just awesome. I went over them with a little bit of green too. I wanted them to have a little more of a green tinge to it. And then some gold highlight. Like I said, I like my metallics. And I use that same black color shift on this whole egg. I really like how it looked, so. And then I made the dragon red, kind of a opposite. But they look so different, even though it's basically the same color. So for our little baby dragon here, I just went over him actually with some dragonfly glaze by Folk Art once again. It just gives it a nice iridescent look all over the whole dragon. And then we gave him some nice little pink cheeks, of course. It's cold out there, he's gonna have pink cheeks. And touch up his manicure once again. And some color shift paint for the egg. I love this color. It is so pretty. And then I just used the metallic white on all the snow for all the dragon eggs. And now we're going to make some bows up for all of these guys. For a baby, I just used some simple bows. And there you go. There we have our little dragon eggs in all our different ways. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite. Which one do you like best? I like the ones with the babies coming out, of course. I'll show you guys a couple pics of ones I didn't show you previously. We have this one here. It's my green dragon. And I'll show you a baby again. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you again. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these babies. Bye-bye.